This is tricuspid valve atresia. Image wise, this is left atrium, this is right atrium, this portion is left ventricle, and this is right ventricle. So large inlet VST, because you see the both mitral and tricuspid valve at the same level. So inlet VST is likely scenario. So left atrium, mitral valve, right atrium, valve is not opening at all, indicating valve not opening at all, indicating valve atresia, that is tricuspid valve atresia. So all the right atrium blood has to go into left atrium through either ASD or PFO. In this case there is PFO, and from left ventricle whatever blood is coming into right atrium is going into left atrium, then from left atrium going to left ventricle, from there through BST it is going into right ventricle also, and both left ventricle and right ventricle ultimately giving the blood to the great arteries, to aorta or pulmonary arteries. So next image, now you can see the left ventricle is going to give blood into pulmonary artery, and right ventricle is going to give blood into aorta. So this is the case of tricuspid valve atresia with detransposition of great arteries. Very easy to understand. Circulation, just see. This is left atrium. From left atrium, left ventricle. From left ventricle, blood is also going to right ventricle. All blood from right atrium has to go into left atrium through PFO or ASD. In case of PFO, because there is tricuspid valve atresia. Tricuspid valve is not opening at all. It is fibrotic, shining, echogenic, you see. So ultimately all right atrium blood has to go into left atrium through either ASD or PFO, then left ventricle into, so left atrium to right, left ventricle, from left ventricle to right ventricle through large VST, from ventricle to either pulmonary artery or aorta. But left ventricle is giving blood into pulmonary artery, and right ventricle is giving blood to aorta. So detransposition of great arteries. Here patent ductus arteriosus is present, because you see the red flow here. This is red flow. This red flow is due to patent ductus arteriosus, that blood is going from aorta into pulmonary artery. So this scenario is tricuspid valve atresia with detransposition of great artery. You see there in this image what you see. This is this portion right ventricle, and this portion is aorta. Aorta is relatively small in size. So aorta is relatively small in size. You can see the PDA. This red flow is PDA. Again you can see the aorta is anterior and small in size compared to pulmonary artery. This is aorta, aorta. This is PA, pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery is posterior to aorta. Aorta is anterior to pulmonary artery. Now you see this PDA, patent ductus arteriosus. This is arch and descending aorta. This is the branches coming from aorta, and this is patent ductus arteriosus, the red one. This is the S-test PFO. PFO is dilated, you see, and flow is from flow is from right atrium into left atrium, because right tricuspid valve atresia, so all right atrium blood has to go into left atrium through S-test dilated PFO. You see the blue color. You can see clear blue color. So S-test PFO. This is right atrium, and this is left atrium. And color image, this is color image. This is black and white, this is color image. Circulation wise, all right atrium getting blood from SVC and IVC from right atrium into left atrium through dilated PFO, from left atrium into left ventricle, from left ventricle to the right ventricle through BSD, and from right ventricle into aorta, from left ventricle to pulmonary artery. So detransposition with tricuspid valve atresia. That is the finding in this case. Thank you.